Yo, check 1 2, check 1 2. Yo, guys, welcome back to another One Piece chapter reaction. We are on chapter 1169. We've been on break, both One Piece wise, but also myself wise. I've been on a, I'm saying, end of the year break from between 2025 and 2026. So I could not record chapter 1169 while I was on break. And during that time, chapter 1170 also came out. But that's it. Luckily, there were only 2 chapters. I took a break from recording chapters for you guys for more than 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But I think we had like 2 or at least 1 chapter break. So we only got 2 chapters out during that time. And I said that I might have been able to record one chapter action for you guys, or I might not have been able to, but I wasn't able to record 1169, unfortunately. So we're gonna be reading. Well, right now I'm gonna be reading 1169, but I'm gonna be doing these chapters back to back. So 1169, and then after I'm done recording this, I'll do 1170 back to back. There is going to be a chapter coming out this Sunday. Now, this chapter reaction, actually, I'll post it today. I'm recording this on Wednesday. I think I will upload this on Wednesday as well, January 14th. Why not? And then the next chapter reaction, probably in the next few days, definitely before the chapter comes out on Sunday. Now, of course, I follow the official releases, so the Sunday release, of course. So, yeah. Last chapter, 1168, that we left off on 3 weeks ago now or something. Ida died, rest in peace. Obviously, we knew she was going to die because, she was a backstory character. We didn't see her in the current storyline, unfortunately, with Haruden and Loki. And also, this is the whole flashback that, is going to run up how Harald ended up dying. So I'm assuming after Harald dies, we're going to go back to present timeline and what's going on in Elbaf, right? So Ida died, and then your boy Harald went and got the mark from Emu, but unfortunately, Emu's controlling him. He's going crazy on him, right? So Harald's like, all right, bring out Loki, because he wants Loki to kill him, which is kind of tragic. Imagine, like, needing your own son to kill you, and imagine telling your own son to kill you. Like, that's tragic from you as a father to have that happen to you, but also that's so traumatizing of your son to have to go through the experience of killing your own dad. That's really tragic. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We can get straight into it, to be honest. You all know what happened last chapter, so let's go. All right. So we have a, let's see here. The chapter opens up. There it is. Ooh, we have a color spread. We have the Rocks Pirates. Hey, so that's Rocks' color design too. Not just his design, but his color design. Now we get to see his coloring for the first time. See, the stripes of his hair are not, white and black. They're actually blue, kind of like almost light bluish and green, all kind of thing. Like that one character from My Hero Academia. She also has like some light green hair. I think she works with Endeavor, if you know who I'm talking about. Let's see, maybe if I Google it, Endeavor group MHA, maybe I can find her. Or yeah, Endeavor Agency. Yeah, exactly. That's her. I literally found her. What's her name? Flaming Sidekickers, according to the wiki. What's her name? If I can find her name, then y'all can Google her. Can we find who the group is? No members. Is it Buren? Buren, Kudo, and Onima. One of those 3. It's Mo Kamiji. Yeah, her name is Burnin, not Buren. But it say Burn in this page? I'm burning in this. Her name is Burnin. So yeah, no, it did say Burnin. So Burnin from My Hero Academia, right? She's kind of like that color. If you Google Burning MHA or Burning My Hero Academia, kind of that hair color and blue. So that's the tiger stripes. He's also petting a tiger, so fitting for his tiger stripe theme going on. And obviously the rest of the Rocks Pirates, Weiss, Strossen, Big Mom, Gloriosa, Silver Axe, Kaido, Whitebeard, all of them, Wang Ji, Shiki, all of them out there. I love this gang of pirates, man. As well as Buckingham, Stussy. And Viper does not seem too happy about her being there. They're eating grapes, which is interesting, other than Big Mom. Big Mom just eating a cake, as she does. I like their designs. I cannot wait to see I can't wait to see the Rocks Pirates animated, for sure. This is a crazy cool color spread of the Rox pirates here. And Rox just has so much aura, man. I mean, he's quickly become one of my favorite characters, to be honest with you. Like, it didn't take long. This guy's so cool, bro. This man Rox is so freaking cool. So, definitely up there among my favorites. But alright, let's get to the chapter itself. So, 14 years ago, Sun World Elbaf, Gabon's house. Oh, Shanks is here. Okay, yeah. What? Captain Roger had a son? Ooh, okay. So this is how Shanks finds out about Ace. And so this is 14 years ago. This is still before he met Luffy, because he met Luffy... Let me do the math. 12 years ago, yeah. Because Luffy set sail 10 years after meeting Shanks. So this is 12 years ago. No, this is 14 years ago, but he met Luffy 2 years after this. And by this point, he had already escaped from Marijoa, right? He already left BB becoming a devoted blade or a holy knight for Ibu. Apparently so, says Gaban, I'm assuming. That's what Garp told me, at least. I'm amazed that he survived the Navy's search then. I mean, props to his mom. Let's be honest. Props to Goldie Rogers' wife. She was pregnant for what, 20 months? Almost 2 years. Insane, by the way, to hold a pregnancy for that long. And that was on purpose. Her willpower, obviously probably not realistic. This doesn't happen to women in real life, but her willpower, because she didn't want to be searched by the Navy, right? Because the Navy were obviously searching after Roger died. They were searching for a baby that would be born in the time window of around 9 months after Roger's death, right? So they were searching. They didn't find anything, right? They were searching for pregnant women and everything. They didn't find anything. She held that baby in for 20 months because she knew if she had a newborn baby, the Navy would be after her and trying to kill her, right? And obviously she had Garp's protection. Garp will be trying to help her, but still, she held the baby in for 20 months and gave birth to, after 20 months of pregnancy, which is more than twice as long as it usually takes. And obviously that had a toll on her physically and mentally, I'm sure, but physically it had a massive toll on her, so she ended up dying the moment she gave birth to Ace. But at least Ace came out healthy. But it's just out of pure sheer willpower, she held out for 12 months or 11 months after the supposed pregnancy was, or the supposed birth was supposed to be happening, which is insane. Out of pure willpower to be like, nope, hold it in, just another day, just another month, hold it in. Crazy. So really Ace's birth is a beautiful thing. I mean, the willpower of some of these One Piece characters is crazy. The amount of love some of these One Piece characters give to people close to them, whether it be family members but also non-family members, right? You have to remember One Piece is big on found family, and it's not always about blood relations, right? You see that with Belmir and Nami and Nojiko, right? If you're on the manga reader, if you're just a live action watcher, you'd know this. So for sure. But okay, I may see survives the Navy search. Okay, well in that case, I guess he's like a little brother to me, says Shanks. Yeah, I mean, there's a big age gap. Because how old is Shanks by this point? How old is Shanks 14 years ago? He'd be 24, I believe. No, 25. So Shanks was 25 14 years ago. Because, he was born 39 years ago. Yeah, right before, 1 year before the God Valley incident. So this is 25 years after that. So he'd be 25 years old, yeah. But also because he's currently 39, yeah. So 25-year-old Shanks and Ace has just now been birthed. No, actually, wait. No, I'm joking. What am I talking about? Ace was born way before 14 years ago. So what would be the age gap? Because Ace was born about... he died when he was 20. Ace was born 22 years ago, right? 20 months between, Roger's death and Ace's birth. Roger died 24 years ago. He was executed 24 years ago. Ace was born 22 years ago. And Shanks was born 39 years ago. That gives them a 17-year age gap. I mean, there have been larger age gaps between siblings, even biological siblings. In fact, my own dad has that type. What is the age gap between my dad and his youngest sister? I don't think it is 17 years. But I think definitely between my dad's older sister and my dad's youngest sister, I think there's a 17-year age gap. Let me see. Because my dad's oldest sister would have been born in like 1955. I estimate that 54 maybe. She's definitely above the age of 70. Oh, for sure she's above the age of 70 by now. I estimate mid 1950s is when my oldest aunt was born. So, and I think my youngest aunt, my grandmother went crazy. My grandparents in general went crazy because they had a lot of children together. But they also have to remember, after my oldest aunt was born, my dad is the third in the family, right? But after my aunt was born, there's another aunt that is older than my dad, and then my dad was born. But in between my aunt and my dad being birthed, there were, I think, one or two stillbirths. So you have to add that factor in. Like, my grandmother got pregnant like at least 12, 13 times in her life. I know it's crazy, but she's probably lived 15 years of her life being pregnant, I think my grandmother has. Because she has 10, over 10 children, right? 7 daughters and 3 sons, I believe my grandmother has. So just do the math. I mean, how many years pregnant would you need to be for you to have that many children? So I've got a lot of aunts and uncles, and I've got a lot of cousins because of that too, right? Naturally, so many that I don't even know some of them exist. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm not joking. There was one cousin that graduated high school, 2 years ago, I think, a year ago, and I thought she was related to me, but I thought maybe she'd be a second cousin or something. I didn't know she was directly my cousin. So I went to my dad. I'm like, because my dad, I thought might know this. I'm like, yo, who's this girl? Like, I saw on her social media. We're not friends on social media, but me and this girl. I don't, she's my cousin, but I didn't know her or existed. So I asked my dad, like, who is this girl? And he's like, yeah, that's your cousin. That's my sister. My younger sister. One of, but my dad has several younger sisters. He's like, yeah, that's my younger sister's daughter. And I said, who? He's like, yeah, she's my sister's daughter. She's now 18 and, just graduated from high school, right? She was born like 4 years after you or 5 years after you. And this happened a few years ago, right? And I'm there thinking, I have, I should have cousins that I did not even know existed. Now, of course, I could ask my dad to go down the family line and draw a sketch to me and be like, okay, I mean, this is your family line. This is, my oldest sister, the next sister in line, and me, and then next sister, and then the next sister, and then the next brother, and then the next sister, and then the next sister, and the next brother. He's never done that. He's never drawn a sketch of it to me, so I don't actually know my family tree like that. And I never bothered to do crazy research on it. I'll be honest. And so I haven't actually. There is a chance I met her previously in life, but I probably would have been too young to remember. That's the problem. And I have so many family members. Y'all, before y'all go at me like, I mean, you should know better. Maybe I should, but I have so many family members. You have to understand how many cousins do I have. And that's not just my dad's side. Look at my mom's side. My mom's side, she also has her own fair share of brothers and sisters. And they have their own fair share of children. And to remember all of them and all their names, I mean, it's a lot, and yeah, and not all of us live in the same country, right? People travel, people settle elsewhere in life. Heck, I have some family members who are in the US, technically. Yeah, I do have some family members. I have like at least 2 cousins in the US, for example. Don't know them all. I don't know if I've ever talked to them in my life, but I'm pretty sure they're my direct cousins, yeah. No, actually, or they're my half cousins. But like, they're one of my dad's sister's children, something like. I'm not exactly. See, I'm not even fully caught up, but so I don't really know my family tree all that well, and they all live in different countries. So it's. I feel like it's excusable for me to not know, not knowing that she exists is crazy. Because I'm like, who is this person? I said her name obviously because I read her name out on social media. Now, the reason why her name came up on my social media is because all the family members that I do that I do follow or I'm friends with on social media commented under her post saying congratulations on graduating. And obviously I didn't comment because I'm like, I don't know who this is. I did not know if this cousin existed. But my point is 17 years. Right, the whole point of that entire discussion isn't about the family. It's about, is 17 years that big of an age gap? Like Shanks and Ace having a 17 years age gap difference. And I think, yeah, because I think my dad's youngest sister is even younger than my mom for sure. By a couple of years. I would not be surprised if my dad's youngest sister was born in the 1970s. And my dad's oldest sister, we just established, was born in the mid-1950s, right? I would not be surprised if my dad's youngest sister was born in like 1972 or something. Like his youngest sister. Or maybe even later. Because you gotta remember, my grandmother gave birth to 10 children, I think, or 11. I don't know how many aunts I have. I can't count them all. Like, I don't. I struggle with that. I think I have about 10 or 11. Yeah, or I think I have like 10 uncles and aunts on my dad's side, or maybe 9. But there were also stillbirths in there involved that I don't even know exist, and not even my dad knows about. By the way, my dad has only heard the stories or the rumors, but even my dad can't tell me who the stillbirths were, especially because they happened before my dad was even born, right? So I don't know about the stillbirth baby that my grandmother had to go through. So I'm just thinking in my head. 1970s makes 1972 or something makes sense. Between, yeah, at least 17 years makes sense to me. So I'm just saying that's not the craziest age gap, even between two siblings that are biologically related, like as in directly biologically related, as in share the same parents. That's even less crazy if, let's say, the dad ended up divorcing at some point and they married another woman and having children with another woman, which did happen actually with another one of my aunts, right? Another one of my dad's sisters married a man who was widow, or what's the male version of widowed? I don't know, because it doesn't happen that often. What is the male version of widowed? But his wife died, and then he married my dad's sister, and then they had children together, and then their children together, the new children together, are much, much younger than the children that he had in his first marriage, which was like decades prior. That guy's pretty funny too. And he was also a close friend to my dad, so that I think that might be how him and my dad's sister met. Passed away due to COVID, though, unfortunately, a few years ago. But he was a funny guy. I knew him. I met him just before COVID happened. He was a really funny guy. He used to laugh at me because I didn't know how to wear a type of, the pants that he gifted me properly, or I think he bought together even something. So he used to laugh at me. But okay. What is the male version of widow? A widower? Okay, a widower. So a widow is a female version, and widower is a male version. Okay, I didn't know that. So yeah, so that does happen. But I'm saying even among biological ones, you could do that. But obviously, Shanks and Gaban are not Gaban. Shanks and Ace are not biologically related, unless there's some Roger shenanigans going on, and Garling, I don't know, and or Rouge, Port Cassidy Rouge, or some shenanigans there. But I doubt it. All right, so I stopped a lot. I hindered a lot of this chapter's reading because I was discussing all that. Anyway, let's move on. I guess he's like a little brother to me, says Shanks. You're not wrong about that. You and Buggy were our sons, says Gaban. If he's got Captain Roger's blood, says Shanks, then I guess he'll be the next generation's king of the pirates. Hey, it ain't a hereditary position. See? Gaban is spitting. Sometimes those with the greatest expectations placed on them fail to achieve that greatness. You think so? It's what makes life so fun and unpredictable. Wahaha. Hop! Just Shanks jumps. That's fun. That's fun. Meanwhile, the fateful scene. So this is happening while this is happening. Okay. So Shanks and Gaban, y'all gotta go to the castle, bro. Go to Aura's castle and help them out, because, he's in danger. Your boy Harald is in danger. At Elbaf's Aura's castle. Doga ha ha ha. Oh no, Loki. Prince Loki has returned. Chief Jarul is here as well, outside of the royal chamber. Why did he... Your Majesty, he was coming to chain you up, like you said. Why did I cut down my guard like that? It was like my body moved on its own. Was it to fulfill Emu's orders? To eliminate those who would stop me? Form an army of warriors. Am I incapable of fighting back? Can those orders even alter my very thoughts? For the rest of my life? For as long as I continue to live, my presence will only make this country worse. My body's a blight upon its safety. It was a waste. It was all for nothing. 144 years of life down the drain. 144 years is crazy. That's many years. My death cannot come soon enough. Quickly! Kill me! Huh? I refuse to let Elbaf be enslaved. Hurry, before it's all taken over. What are you doing, Majesty? Hey, Pop, I'm back. What's going on in here? Harald? And that's Chief Ja Rule as well. How can this be? I truly am immortal. Okay, so they all stabbed him, but he's not dead yet. That's not working. I can feel my body recovering. Stop it. Run for your lives, men. Ah! Rah! Okay, he's cutting them all up. What can I do to die? Someone help. So basically, Harald and I have signed the shallowest of the covenants with this great one in Marjoa. So can Shanks be controlled by that too, or did Harald achieve an even greater, like, you know, tattoo? Does Shanks have such a tattoo? I'm hoping he didn't, because Shanks should know better to get such a tattoo. I don't know. Does Shanks know that the tattoo will control him? Oh, he does have the tattoo. Even with just the Shallows Covenant, we can't resist as long as we're within that freak's range. And how big is that range? Because Harald's clearly being controlled right now. Shanks, if you can get control too, that's crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. This is crazy to me. Wait a minute! Guys, look at where the tattoo is. Shanks' left arm! Hey, yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'm cooking. Why is it on Shanks' left arm? That's the same arm that the Sea King eats. Oh, is Oda trying to do something here? Wait, why is that the arm that the Sea King eats? Did Shanks... Was he even controlling Shanks when Shanks' arm got eaten by the Sea King? Because it's always been something people all complain about. Oh, it's a plot hole. How could a mere Sea King that Luffy beat up, you know, at the start of the journey, eat Shanks' arm, a whole emperor of the sea, right? Like, there's no way. However, this tattoo... Ooh! Am I cooking, guys? Am I cooking? We'll see. I mean, we'll see. That's current theory. Alright. What on our power? So once we were out of the Holy Land, we finally had the chance to talk openly. Anyway, you are from the Red Hair Pirates. That is his left arm. Again, remember that Shanks' left arm is the one that got ate, not his right arm. I know. I remember it vividly. I've seen that scene so many times where he got his arm eaten by the Sea King. Okay, so if you're out of the Holy Land, you're outside of Emu's range. So then why is Harald being controlled right now? Maybe Emu lied about the range? Harald was delighted. Oh, okay, so Harald knew that Shanks is part of the Red Hair Pirates. So the Red Hair Pirates had already existed by this point. Okay. Harald was delighted. Yeah, so Shanks would have already met Ben Beckman and stuff. Harald was delighted about the deal he'd made to get Elbaf added to the government once he was in the Knights of God. But to do that, he has to sign the next level of this covenant. Is that bad or something? Oh, okay. So is that next contract? Is that what's controlling Harald right now instead of? Sorry, had to sneeze. Instead of the one that you know he currently has. All right. Is that bad or something? Through the covenant, the Holy Knights of God gain superhuman strength and an undying body. As well as the ability to generate an abyss, a means of traveling long distances. See, that explains a lot. See, that's how they were teleporting. But in exchange, no matter where you are, you cannot defy the orders of the Great One. So I'm guessing Harald has stepped into that next level of the Covenant, but Shanks hasn't yet. And that's why Shanks cannot be controlled right now the same way Harald can. But in exchange, no matter where you are, you cannot defy the orders of the Great One, whose voice will reach you at any range. So if he agrees to the Covenant, Harald will be forced to do what those people say. Knowing how greedy they are, I can't imagine they would keep their word and give him what they promised. I don't think Harald should join the... Huh? Oh, they sense the Conqueror's hockey. Hang on a second, Dad. What am I supposed to react to first? The fact that you haven't died with all those wounds? Or the fact that you're trying to kill me and the castle guards? Where's this monster's strength coming from? What happened to you, Harald? Come back to your senses, says Ja Rule. He's also ready to swing. Guards, to the royal chamber. Help stop the king. He's been taken by madness. Are they fighting? Hurry, it must be that dang Loki. Save the king. Explain yourself, Harald. What happened? Oh, nice. They're pinning him down, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Chief Ja Rule, I've made a terrible mistake. Very soon, I truly will lose my mind. Listen closely, Loki. Do as I say. I want you to tell the people of Elbaf exactly what happened here. That I killed my own guards. That I used joining the world government as an excuse to do their dirty bidding. Ultimately, they lied to me. And look at me now. I am about to hand over the people of Elbaf to the government to be their slaves in battle. What do you mean? They tricked you? They never had any intention of honoring my request. Your Majesty? Chief Jarul, feed the treasure of Elbaf to Loki. So that's how Loki gets that devil fruit. People, Loki got all the bad rap, all the bad names, even though he's innocent this entire time. But we knew this, though. Come on, we knew there was more to Loki than just what they were saying. With the power of God, I will be unstoppable. Elbaf being enslaved by the government is the very antithesis of my dream. That makes me the worst king in the history of Elbaf. And people have been calling him the greatest king. That's crazy. The king who brought peace. So you must kill me to take the throne, Loki. Tell the people what a fool of a king I was. Kill me and be a hero. Once I'm dead, my reputation means nothing to me. All that matters is Elbaf's future. Am I wrong? You'd really do all this for... Please, Loki. You're the only one who can do it. Oh, ah! Oh, Harald's back to going crazy again. He's killing all the soldiers. All the guards are getting wrecked. There are criminals within the castle. Huh? Your Majesty? Seal the front gate. Right away, Your Majesty. Kill them all. You're not the real King Harald. Ooh, stabbing him through the neck, but it's not gonna work. But I am Harald, and I am now a vassal of the Great One. Ooh, yeah, he's healing from that neck injury. Crack, crack, you can see that. No one shall escape to tell the tale of what happened here. Poof. Hurry, run. Ooh, get stomped, buddy. I will give this country over to Emu. Hurry, Loki. Oh, they're injured. Why do I have to eat some devil fruit? Then I won't be able to swim anymore. What got into him? He's like a totally different person. Don't you dare eat it, Loki. That fruit belongs to me. You just told me to eat it. If you eat that fruit, it will be the end of the world, Harald. Do it, Loki. Make sure Harald doesn't get that fruit. Chief Jarul. See that? Harald threw a sword through his skull, but obviously the helmet protected him and he survived. But that's how Jarul now has just the sword stuck through him 24/7. So this is this incident from 14 years ago. You gave me that blade years ago, Jarul. Now you can have it back. I'll eat that fruit and take Ragnir for myself. Ragnir? You cannot have it. Whoa! Oh, here comes Shanks and Gabon. Let's go. Nice, they're stabbing him. It's Gabon. Jarul. What's happened to you? The helmet saved my life. Oh, so he did survive. Nice, nice, nice. We know this. Please, stop Harald. Don't let him go after Loki. Urgh. Based on what you said, it looks like the worst case scenario has come to pass. Harald, look around you. Come to your senses, says Shanks. Shanks is 25 here, yeah? Shanks. This undying body is a wonderful thing. I feel superior to all other life. Damn it. Is there any way to break the control over him? Okay, nice. Loki's made it to this room. This is that storied relic of Elbaf. The forbidden devil fruit. Well, you know you end up eating it, so just eat it, bro. Whoa, who did that? Is that Ragnir? Is that the hammer? That's it in the chapter, by the way. Okay, well, that's it for this chapter. I spent probably more time yapping about that one, you know, my family tree that I don't even know about than the actual chapter, maybe. But good chapter nonetheless. Can't wait to see what happens next. How Loki ends up being the little fruit. You know, Harald's demise, and of course, maybe eventually we'll see, you know, the whole thing with Shanks' tattoo. I can't wait. I can't wait. We might not get it revealed now, though. Maybe it gets revealed later on when Luffy and Shanks reunite. Because Oda did put out well, I saw it on Twitter. This guy who posts out Oda messages. I think it's in Jump Fest or something. I don't remember. Oda put out a message saying that person will reunite, as well as that person. That makes me think, okay, Luffy and Shanks will reunite during the next arc, so after Elbaf is over. So Luffy and Shanks are coming back and reuniting back together, and that might be when Oda starts to reveal the whole arm thing and the fact that that's where Shanks got tattooed. I'm just saying. But alright, okay, that's the end of this chapter, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me react to this chapter at least as much as I enjoyed reading it. And I'll see you guys very soon, upload schedule-wise for the next chapter reaction of One Piece, as well as for the one after that too. 1171 is coming out later on this week, so I'll react to that as soon as I can. I'm gonna, go on now to record the next chapter right away. You guys will probably see the reaction to this next chapter in 2 days from now, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, alright, y'all. Probably gonna upload Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. But yeah, alright, y'all. Peace.